God has a plan for families in general and a plan for your family specifically. Throughout history, from generation to generation, God has been passing down His word and His ways.
Hudson Taylor once said, "The Great Commission is not an option to be considered, it is a command to be obeyed." As parents, from the moment of conception, you are in the best position to bring the good news of Jesus to your baby, to show them who Jesus is and what it looks like to follow Him. Part of the Great Commission takes place right in your home.
God's plan for your family is built on a marriage that honours Him. He intended that children would be secure under a marriage relationship, that a home would be a stable and somewhat predictable environment where a child can make mistakes, they can learn, explore and grow to become a fully functioning adult.
It is important to remember that a child or children are not the centre of the family as much as they would like to be. They are the icing, not the cake. God wants to be the centre of your family, for your marriage to come next and then the parenting relationship.
God has gifted you with this child that you will soon welcome into your family. Your child is a blessing from God.
They are yours for a while. It's kind of like God has given them to you on loan as they grow.
Parents are given the role of raising, protecting, training and all of that. But we also believe that God gives children as a huge blessing to you.
Children are a major source of joy and love. There are parts of being a family that are messy and hard, but there are many parts that make some of the fondest memories of life.
As parents, God also wants you to model a relationship reconciled to God through Jesus. You are to reveal to your children that through salvation they are adopted into God's family, to forever be called a daughter or son of God Most High. What a blessing, what a privilege to be known as a member of God's family.
Your child will have a front row seat to your life. Eek! The question is, what are they watching? What if by watching your life, your children could see the bigger story God is writing?
If that scares you or you feel inadequate, be comforted by the truth. Again and again in the Bible, we read stories of families where it is in their weakness, in the rawest of circumstances, when they fail big time at being the perfect marriage or partner or parent, that God's strength is shown, that His faithfulness is revealed, and His perfect love is always enough.
Also, remember that God will not be surprised or freaked out by anything that will happen in or to your family. He's not worried about raising children in this day and age. He knows the times, He knows you, and He knows your children. He's put you together in the same family on purpose, and He has a plan for your family.
You'll be starting this journey with your children with all of this in mind, knowing that God has a plan and a purpose for you.
Now, it's time for you to make a plan. Your family serves a greater purpose in the grand scheme of life. When you believe this and take the time to define your purpose, you can push through the struggles that are inevitably thrown your way.
Making a plan or defining a purpose for you as a family might sound like a big undertaking, but it can really be as simple as making the time to connect and ask each other some questions. For example,
what do you want your marriage and family to be about?
What is worth fighting for, working towards, or dreaming of?
Your workbook provides some more specific ideas to think about. As you work through them, remind yourselves that God is at work in and through your family.
He will use your marriage and your parenting relationship for His glory and ultimately to make His Son known to your children.